All right, let's take a look at more structures that were melted by the big event, the X Factor event. So this is Grobina Castle in Latvia somewhere. Here it is right here. Here's a map, right? So let's take a look at the supposed history of this thing, right? Okay, so Grobina Castle is a medieval castle located in the town of Grobina in South Krizimi municipality in the Courland region of Latvia. Down in history, the Lovenian order erected the castle in 1253. Okay, so this is how they do it, folks. This is how they explain away these structures, right? They make up these fake history, right? You think about it. These people who back in the day, they tell us erected these massive structures, right? Beautiful structures, but yet they're bloodthirsty barbarians, right? You see it in the movies. You see it in like all the movies, like Braveheart, Gladiator, right? You have these beautiful structures, but yet the humans are bloodthirsty human beings with axes, right? Killing each other with swords, right? It's just like in fake space programming, the aliens. You have aliens in these beautiful ships, like advanced technology that beyond our comprehension. But yet you have these bloodthirsty aliens, right? Aliens. Predator, right? They're all bloodthirsty, but they drive around these beautiful airships, right? But it's all a lie, right? Same thing with history. They have these beautiful structures, but yet the people are bloodthirsty barbarians, right? Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, let's go back to this. The Lovenian order erected the castle in 1253, total BS, to protect the roads from Lovenia to Prussia. It was a square-type building, and it was a 3-story high living block in southern Isle. It also had a gate tower in the middle of the western front. The castle was built of bricks and crude stone. Right, that's what they tell us. The castle was built with bricks and stone. I'm going to prove it to you wrong here. Once it had arched ceilings, it was a residence for the local viceroy of the Lovenian order from 1399 to 15. You can read the thing for yourself. It's all BS, folks. This whole history is a lie, right? The dinosaurs, the golden age, the gilded age, whatever you call it, right? The stone age. It's all BS, folks. Okay, let's take a look at some pictures I found. Okay, look at this, folks. What do you see here? You see the red bricks, but look at this. You have rocks in the middle, like these supposed rocks. These rocks came about after the big X Factor event, right? You can see here, right here. See it? Get a little closer up. You can see how the bricks were changing, right? And these structures were massive. Look how many layers, right? You can count the layers. You can go to any building today, right? They will have maybe one layer of bricks, maybe 2 layers in some parts, but you won't see more than 1 layer, right? But look at this. They tell us back in the day, these barbarians, people with sandals and bathrobes, were building these magnificent structures, right? Yeah, right here. See that? It's like 20 layers deep. You know how much work it would require to do this? In these archways, and look how square these things are, right? You architects, engineers, you go there, you go to these places and start measuring these things, right? I'm telling you, these are perfect rectangles, right? Perfect archways. Perfect. It's perfect in every single way, right? So let's go to the next photo. Am I going the right way here? 1 second. Yeah. So here's more of it. I'm surprised they left this, standing. Most of these supposed wars, like World War II, World War I, they weren't about dominating countries. They're about destroying the old world structures, right? Excuse me. Most of the bombs they dropped were bombing these structures to Kingdom Come. Fortunately, some of these structures are still erected, right? You can see the change. Look at the change right here. You can see it's obvious change, right? Let's go to the next photo. Again, the archways are perfect. The archways are perfect. You can see the changing of the bricks from the red brick, right? The red brick was changing. Here's more. Here's a good photo. You can see, look at this one right here. Look at this one right here. What happened here? This was ballooning outwards big time. Whatever from the plasma event that hit everything. And look how many layers, right? Try to find a structure today that they built today with more than one brick layer, right? This was like maybe 10 brick layers. Look at that. Why did they build this, overbuilt this, right, back in the day? Look at this structure right here. Look at that part. Perfect rectangle. Perfect rectangles. There's no errors in these structures, folks. Look at this one. This is a very good one. Look at that. Look at that. You tell me, why would they have these rocks and whatever, random rocks embedded within the red brick, right? It wasn't. It was all red brick. And look at this. You can see the transformation, right, happening. Let's go to the next photo. Here's a very good photo. The transformation of the bricks to rocks. And the entire world, right, was all red brick structure. And now we're living on the ground, like the aftermath. And this happened 200 years ago. It wasn't thousands of millions of years ago. It's 200 years ago. Here's more of it. Look how many layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers in this structure right here. 6 layers. You think about how many bricks was required to build this one section right here, right? How much labor was involved. Here's more of it. I'm surprised that the government's kept this up, right? I'm surprised the government kept this up. Look at this thing right here. Look how perfect that looks. There was I've said it before in my previous videos. None of these structures have errors. None of them. As if a computer did this, right? Or some sort of higher intelligence did this. Here's more of it. This is a very good photo. Look at that. Look at that. You can see this part was starting to transform, right? It's starting to like, you know, like, I don't know, change form from the big plasma event that hit the world. This is outside the structure. You can see transformation right here, right? You can see the discoloration, right? This part was the original, and this part's starting to discolor, right? Eventually it would have transformed to this. They tell you, like, you know, they'll make up a story. these people, they came over the world, like, you know, these are colonials or whatever. The Europeans did this, and this is recent, folks. This event that happened was recent, 200 years ago. These next set of photos are from Latvia and Greenland. So these next two photos from Latvia somewhere. So you see a hillside, right? What do you see here? Bricks. And look at this side right here, completely destroyed and wiped out. And you can see proof of evidence that there was a massive structure here before, right? Like I said, all these mountains, hillsides, the ground you're living on, it's all red brick structure from the past simulation. And what do you see here, right? You see a supposed side of a mountain, but what do you see here? You can see the remnants of the red brick. It was cooking and transforming and warping, right? This is not billions of years ago, folks. Not billions of years, 200 years ago. There was an advanced, highly advanced civilization before us, beyond our comprehension. So next ones are from Greenland. Look at this. This is this hillside, right? And look at all these mountains. It's remnants. This is what all the mountains here used to look like this, right? This is East Greenland. Yeah, East Greenland. How do you explain away this, right? How do you explain away this? How do you explain away straight lines? As if someone built this thing, right? More of it on the ground. Here's more evidence. By the way, people who are saying these are the ancient trees, it's a lie, folks. It's the powers that be hired shills to come into these forums and tell people, oh, these are trees, right? These are not trees. These is all red brick technology, transformed. Here's more of it, right? All the mountains you see are the same thing. The ground you're seeing, same thing. Here's more of it. See, this section right here it wasn't an advanced form of transformation versus this. This was like an earlier form, right? Looks like the bricks the structure fell downwards, and then started cooking this way, and then it started transforming into rocks. Here's more of it, right? These geologists will tell you, oh, this is sediment, so for the Jurassic area, Triassic area, blah blah blah, right? And look at look at the mountains, look at the lines, right? Look at the lines. Here's more evidence of the brick lines. Brick lines started warping, right? Transforming. It's a very good one. In the ocean. Looks like a layer cake almost. So this is the last photo. So this is busted proof that the world is buildings. This is the side of a mountain, some part of a mountain. But what do you see here? You see bricks right here lying down. How do you explain this, folks? And you see an archway, right? This survived the big cataclysm that happened that destroyed the world, right? This section right here. And you look at you go into any YouTube channel traveling in the mountains, and you start seeing the same thing, right? So yeah, that's it for today.